Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
I'm back. It's John from Saleosaurus. I've got, the last 6 packs of this here Valiant box. We've been working on this thing for a while now, and it's time to finally put it out of its misery. Not that it's been miserable. I've had fun. I hope y'all have too. But we're gonna finish off this box. Gonna try maybe talking to y'all about some other things. While I open them this time. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see if my brain actually works that way. And then y'all can let me know. Do you want to know how I like? Did I get a whole set? Is that something of any interest to anybody out there? I might, I'll probably do it anyway, even if no one cares. But all right, let's do this. Let's do this. This is our last 6 packs. We're hoping for the many holes to be filled in our set that we have been working on, but mainly we just want to, we just want to get the inserts. We're really looking for those prisms and those new art. I can't remember what they call it, but you know, this looks new to me. I don't think I've seen this. I feel like I'd remember Christmas trees and stuff. Defeating Rexo with her powers, Flamingo gathers her comrades and escapes the spider alien moonbase. Back on Earth, they ditch Axe, who had sold them out to Rexo. Sick of all the battle, the kids part ways and return to their homes. While Pete wonders if this is the end of his team, Axe gathers his own group of harbingers. That's a horror word binger to say. Will Zeppelin, Flamingo, Chris, and Pete regroup in time to save Torque from Axe's hit squad? I'm gonna guess probably, possibly. See, I'm blanking. I'm entirely blanking on what to talk about. I said I was going to try and talk about other things than these Marvel than these Valiant cards, but I'm currently failing. There's a duplicate. Oh no, this poor robot. I feel like I would remember that. No, I can't get it to flip over. Now see, I do think I've seen that the front before. More Shadow Man. This time he's fighting a large topless man instead of a large topped woman. I don't know. Pack number 2 coming in fast. Fast and loose. Just like I like my coffee. Here's... This man has been punched by this lady. So one of the things that I've thought about here with this whole YouTube thing, I've been thinking about doing some non-card videos, maybe some toy videos. Like looking at toys that I've got or that I'm trying to sell. I don't know. I'm not really trying to sell you guys anything at this point. That is what Saleosaurus is a collectibles business, but at this point, I just want you guys to watch these videos and hopefully enjoy them. I've also been trying to get myself to do a Whatnot stream, not necessarily what you normally do on Whatnot, which is aggressively sell people stuff, but what I've been thinking of is just sort of hanging out, opening some packs, probably give away some stuff. And you could buy stuff if you wanted to. I would put some things available for sale if that was, if you wanted to, but obviously zero pressure on that. What do you think about that? Are you familiar with Whatnot? I used to sell on there pretty regularly, and it was good, but this was kind of in the early days. It wasn't quite as busy a platform as it is nowadays. This I think we've gotten this before, but it's very different art style than the rest of the cards, and I think we actually got one of those in the same pack. So, all right, we're on to we got three left. We got three, two, one left. So, if you're, I imagine there's a lot of bad blood with Whatnot these days. There's a lot of scammers on there. I was thinking maybe I could be one of the good guys on Whatnot. If you show up to one of my streams and you buy something, or even if you just hang out, you're not gonna get ripped off if I'm around. At least not by me. Maybe by someone else. I can't protect you from everyone. I can only be the good that I want to see in the world. Yeah, we're mostly just getting duplicates, which really doesn't bode well for completing a set. That was a great cover, though. And this one, that might be new. I'm not sure. Okay, two to go, and then we're all tapped out of Valiant cards. Other than the other box that I have sitting on a shelf, waiting for another time, another day, sometime when I'm bored, or maybe I find out I'm missing a bunch of cards, and I just gotta keep going, gotta keep opening. Man, this pack is like, so far, is just a greatest hits of stuff we've seen before. Also, I notice no inserts so far. I think we may have used up all of our insert luck in the first half of the box. Hey, well, I feel like I would remember like a Sonic baby coming at me, but maybe we have seen that one before. All right, we're on to the last pack. Hold your breath for me. It's never worked before, but I'm going to give it the boop. See if it works. Boop. All right, last pack of this box. Every single pack has done this weird corner tear, too. Isn't that crazy? Well, I know you're a duplicate. Okay. All right. This is definitely a neat one. It reminds me of Lawnmower Man. Really good Stephen King story. Really good movie, too. Just they're basically have nothing to do with each other. Hey, we got an insert. Look at that. Oh, baby. Last pack magic. The boop finally worked. Who's this person? The oldest of the three immortal brothers, Ivar the Time Walker, rides time arcs that can carry him to any point in history. Yeah, I don't even remember this guy. There he is in all of his prismatic glory, Ivar the Time Walker. At least we went out good, we finished this with a really cool insert. I think my favorite one we got is the Turok one, but that one's still pretty sweet. And our final card was the first card of another pack we opened tonight. So, all right, well, that wraps up this box of Upper Deck Valiant Era. I mentioned it in my first video, so I'll save a lot of my thoughts. But I do love this set. I appreciate any of you who hung out and watched me open these packs. And, tell me what you want to see more of. Do you want to see, what's your favorite set that, maybe you don't have the time to open up a whole box of Free Willy cards or, Starship Troopers cards. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Since we're done with these Valiant cards, I got to open something else. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of this box of cards. And I'll see you next time with even more worthless crap.